There we go. Today we're going to talk about the Osmo Pocket 2, the accessories that I purchased for mine, and whether I use them or whether they just collect dust on the shelf. But before we get into that, if you're into budget videography, how to become a better videographer, stuff about the Osmo Pocket 2, subscribe to my channel because I have new videos coming out every week and I have a huge playlist on the Osmo Pocket 2. We're going to talk about the ones that come in the Creator Combo Kit with the Pocket 2 first, then we'll talk about the ones I purchased on my own, leading up to the most extravagant one that I purchased and what the uses are. So let's get right into it. The Creator Combo Kit comes with the do-it-all handle, which is on mine right now, so you can see that I use it, but the main purpose for that do-it-all handle is adding the wireless microphone. My two favorite features on the Osmo Pocket 2 by far are this wireless microphone allowing me to do so much with connecting mics to it. It's not just good as a clip-on lav like this Rode Wireless Go, but it has its own connector, so you can hook it up to a shotgun mic and create a boom mic on a pole that's completely wireless to this thing. Not to mention, the do-it-all handle has its own mic jack on the side of it. And that mic jack not only allows you to connect a mic to it, but while you have your wireless mic set up to it, you can connect a headphone to it and monitor your audio. This thing is a filmmaker's dream. A lot of mirrorless cameras that cost under this price point or around this price point do not have a headphone jack to monitor your audio. So that alone makes this well worth its price point. One of the best accessories you could possibly have with your Osmo Pocket 2 is this wireless microphone and the do-it-all handle. The Creator Combo Kit comes with this guy. This little tripod comes in handy. If you don't want to pack other stuff with you, it fits really nicely on your little case for it, and you can just take it with you to go. I do have another tripod that I like using with mine. It's sitting on one right now, and we'll talk about that one too. But this guy is compact and it comes in handy. You want to track yourself or set up your camera for doing long exposure photography because you can put it right on the little tripod, push the shutter button, let it go, and you're good to go. It's better than hand holding it for doing stuff like that. This by far does not sit on my shelf because, well, it sits right on the case that you carry your Pocket 2 around on. So it's always with me. Whether you buy it with the Creator Combo Pack or not, it comes with the adapter to adapt to your phone. It comes with two of them, one for USB-C, one for lightning cable. I already lost the lightning cable one, but I don't care because I don't have an iPhone. It also comes with a wide-angle lens. Now, the wide-angle lens I do not use. I hear people talking this thing up all the time. Wow, the DJI Osmo Pocket 2 came in with a wide-angle lens. It's great for vlogging. I've never had an issue vlogging with this thing without it, where I felt like I needed this. Not to mention, I feel like it adds a bit of barrel distortion that I do not like in my videos. I literally never use the wide-angle lens. It just sits on my shelf and collects dust. There's a spot for your wide-angle lens inside of here to magnetize in there, but instead of this being in there, this sits on my shelf and I put something else in there that comes in a lot more handy, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So that covers the Creator Combo Pack accessories that comes with it. Definitely the do-it-all handle with the microphone, #1 accessories that I use daily with my Osmo Pocket 2. Getting into my next favorite accessory for the Osmo Pocket 2 is ND filters. If you're any kind of a professional videographer at all, or you want to use the pro settings on your Osmo Pocket 2, get the correct exposures while using the right shutter speed and doing everything how you should do it to get the most cinematic footage, you need ND filters. If you're shooting outdoors at all, ND filters. ND. There's space for 6 in here. This pack I bought only came with 4. Came with an 8 all the way up to a 64. So it's 8, 16, 32, and 64. Great little pack of NDs. I'll link it down in the description. You can go ahead and get the 6-pack. There's a few other ones. I'll link them down below. But the reason my 16's missing is because it's where my wide-angle lens used to be. It magnetizes right in there, so the 16 is the one I use the most often outside in bright sunlight because it just comes in handy for me. Some people might prefer the 8 in there, but if you're shooting on lower frame rates, then the 16's better. If you're shooting slow-mo, shooting at 60 frames per second, the 8 might be better to have with you all the time. But instead of carrying the whole pack around with me, I oftentimes just throw my 16 in there, depending on my frame rate, the 8 if I'm gonna be shooting slow-mos and stuff like that, and bring that with me. The other good thing the NDs are for, if you toss the 64 on it, go to a waterfall, you can take 1 second, 2 second, long exposure stills, and they turn out amazing. This thing's a great long exposure stills camera because of the stabilization, as well as because of the little tripod that's in it. You can set it down, you hit the shutter button, you don't touch anything, or you can control the shutter from your phone, so you definitely don't touch anything, and then it will take the photo, the smoothest, silkiest waterfalls you've ever seen. The next one is another set of filters technically, but it is the Freewell anamorphic lens set for it. Now it comes with, and this one that I bought comes with the anamorphic lens and ND filters to go on the back of it. The ND filters are fine, except when I'm shooting anamorphic, most of the time I'm shooting nighttime shots with flares, stuff like that. There's rarely occasions where I would want to throw an ND on there because the only purpose for me to shoot anamorphic is to get the cool lens flare. This is a hit and miss. I like using it for fun stuff. I shot a video in New York City with it, looked beautiful, it was super fun to shoot, but it doesn't come out very often. It's a stylistic choice. If you're gonna shoot a short film with your Osmo Pocket 2, you wanna give it that anamorphic look, it'd be a great feature to have. But you should be thinking about what you're gonna shoot with it before you make the purchase, because this one was around 50 bucks when I purchased it, but I believe if you get it now with the wide angle lens, you're spending somewhere like 70, but I could be wrong and I'll link it below. You guys can check it out. If you're gonna buy the anamorphic lens for it, have a reason for it. And if you wanna de-squeeze it, I recommend DaVinci Resolve, and I will link my video on how to de-squeeze this specific anamorphic lens in DaVinci Resolve right there, so you can check that out. But wait till the end so you can see the rest of these, and go back and click that link. Cool feature, just I don't use it that often, but if you're gonna shoot a feature film with it, like a short film, and wanna add some cool style, great little thing to have. Let's talk about ways to hold our Pocket 2. Right now it's on a tripod. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the tripod. It has a holder for your phone. Pocket 2 goes on top here. Let's show you how far it extends out. So it's a good extension. You get quite a bit of height out of your Pocket 2. You could control it with your phone down here and go ahead and get some height. You can do some faux drone shots, stuff like that. That can come in handy. The flaw with the one I got, which is a PGY Tech, I will link this below, but I'll link the ones that have better reviews down below as well. Not that I've played with them. The flaw with this guy is the head here doesn't tighten very much. It pushes very easily, and that's as tight as it goes. So any strong movement and you're there. Now mine may have loosened up over time while I used it. If I do recall when I first got it, it was a little tighter than that. That being said, you don't want something that's gonna break down over time. So maybe not this one, check out the other ones that I'll link below. It's a good idea. If you wanna get faux drone shots, you don't have a drone license, you got a pole, you can raise it and get some jib shots, stuff like that, and fully control it with your phone. So this Movo adapter does allow you to connect it directly to the Pocket 2 if you'd like, and to do so I would position it slightly down with it, and then you can position your phone forward and back on this plane so that you can line it up to connect it. But I typically, if I'm going to use this, I don't use the wired connection that much at all. That's not to be said you won't, and you could if you want to, but I find it fine with the wireless connection on how fast stuff moves. I don't see the lag. There is lag. I mean, obviously anything wireless has some lag, but it's decibels of a second, very minimal lag. And I can do everything I want to do, but this allows me to hold it with a little bit of a wider grip to get my gimbal movements. You can hold your phone on the outside of it, get your push-ins really nicely. You're not just relying on just holding the stick by itself, i.e. the Pocket 2 by itself, and getting your smooth movements. When you have two hands on something and you've widened your grip, that's key for getting smooth movements. So being able to use your Osmo Pocket 2 with a wider grip and a bigger screen makes this one well worth it. It's a Movo. There's other brands that have it. I'll link the Movo first, and I'll link some of the other ones below it. So again, you guys can check those out down below. Before I get into my last item that is my most extravagant, kind of offbeat item that I've purchased with my Osmo Pocket 2, There's one other item that I use with it almost every day, and it's not specifically for the Osmo Pocket 2, but let me show you that right here. And that is this flexible tripod. This is my favorite flexible tripod that I use for my mirrorless camera that I'm using right here, but I use it for the Osmo Pocket 2 also. It gives me some heights, gives you flexibility to wrap it around stuff. This has a mount, so if I want to add a shotgun mic to it, I can do that, and then plug my shotgun mic right into the side of the Pocket 2, and I'm good to shoot. And I have a shotgun mic set up, I'm ready to go. And this thing's awesome. This is the Ulanzi MT33. It's only like 20 bucks, fluctuates between 20 and 25 bucks US dollars, and it comes in handy for me for so much. Works well with my phone, works well with the Pocket 2, works well with my mirrorless camera, and I love this tripod. I use it for a lot of stuff daily. This thing gets its paid use out of it. It'll hold a light, it'll hold your camera, you know, it holds everything. If I want to do the wireless microphone setup, this gives me my boom pole wireless mic setup. If I plug my shotgun mic into there, and yes, this is a mini shotgun mic, but it still works in the same aspect. So if I'm filming somebody, I can get the mic real close to them, have it wirelessly, I can film them back here, and I get every bit of audio that I want in the crispest, cleanest sound, because I can hook up the wireless lav mic to a little shotgun mic, and I can get it real tight like a boom pole. And it's completely wireless. So this tripod, I can't speak highly enough about it. But again, the Pocket 2 I can't speak highly enough about either because of just the convenience, the versatility of the thing. Guys, you're gonna have to check out the rest of my playlist on it because I talk so much about this and I love it. So the last thing, let's get into what the craziest purchase I did for my Osmo Pocket 2, and do I even use it? And that is the Scotty Make Stuff 4th Axis. So this thing's pretty cool, but do I use it that often? No. Do I have plans for it? Yes, I have plans for it. And I bought it for a specific reason. One, I thought it would be really nice to have for shooting action stuff, and it sure can be, but am I gonna go whip this out, set it up, and plan my action shots using this guy? I'd almost rather put it, my phone with it and attach it to the Movo thing, and then have that control side to side so I can really turn with my shots and stuff like that. You gotta run, chase somebody with this, you're gonna get some awesome smooth motion with it. I just haven't had a lot of reason to use it. I do have a reason I wanna use it, and I want your guys' opinion on it. So I have a suction cup to attach a camera to my car, and I want to attach this to the suction cup and control it from the inside of my car with my phone, making my car a Hollywood chase car on a very limited budget. This could be an awesome Hollywood chase car. If you guys want to see a video on that and how well it works and we can test that out, please leave comments because I need some feedback on it, because in order to do that, I'm gonna need a driver and I'm gonna need somebody to follow and chase and have a scene planned out. And it's gonna take some doing. So if you wanna see it, please leave a comment on it, because like I said, need the encouragement to be able to get the team together to make something like that. We'll see how many comments I get on it if I make a video on that, but I'm looking forward to it if you guys leave me some comments. That's about it for the accessories I purchased for my Pocket 2. I'd also like to hear what accessories you guys have maybe purchased that I didn't mention here that you love or hate and don't use at all. So comments on those would be great. If this video helped you out on making your purchase decisions on your Pocket 2 accessories, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel to see more stuff on budget videography, Pocket 2 stuff. Bell notification for that video if you guys give me enough comments on it. I'm gonna go shoot something with this Osmo Pocket 2. Check out my full playlist on it right there. You go make some videos, post them. Don't forget to post it. Friends, family, everybody wants to see your stuff. And if they don't, who cares? Peace out. See you guys next week with another video.